Good morning. You cannot go that way. No, girl. Here, get back down over here. Go, go, go. No, not on me. Over here. Go to this chair. Go to the chair. Go to the chair. Go to the chair. Good morning, Venture, Angie, Joe McBride, Farm Dog, Little Squirrel Bro, Silver Bull, Charles, Sterling, Squirrel Farts to Sterling, Joe McBride, Dale M, Papa York. Good morning, Jack Allman. How's everybody doing this lovely morning? I almost forgot. At like 11 o'clock last night, I was like, oh crap, I got to cover for Ida this morning. Hi, Mike Schleis. Good morning, Siren. Slurping my coffee. It's all crap. Yes, it is. Good morning, Scott Teskey. My sinuses are kind of funky. Order! Good morning, Big Silver Bullion. Why are you staring at me, girl? My cat's giving me the stare down. What? What? And this cat could like give you the stare down. Like she always wins on the stare down. Yes, you're winning. You are winning. Blink twice if you can hear me. Hi, ATS, Natty. How's it going? Now she's like, here's the other cats. Crotch shot. I used to always laugh when people would sit there and have their crotch while they're talking to people. Like, look at my. And all I can think about is looking at their crotch, too. Like, quit talking to me, crotch. Big Country Scrappa. Hi, Big Red. How's it going? Ringmaster Ray, my other squirrel brother. Yeah, Keith doesn't drink coffee, so I steal his cup. Says, I love Grandpa. I'm my own grandpa. Yeah, I feel you, Big. I feel you, Red. Angel, get an eyeful. Eyeful of what? An Eiffel Tower? Good morning, Chief.
Good morning. How are you this morning?
Good.
Good.
Good morning, Big Red.
What's up?
Good. Good morning, Big Red.
What's going on, Chief?
How you doing?
I'm doing alright. I'm just busy.
Staying warm?
Shit. Actually, it hasn't been too bad the last couple of days, but
Yeah, today's 40, man.
Yeah, it's been cold all the way down to Florida.
it's 0 degrees here.
It's in the 40s right now, I think, here.
I wish.
Yeah, it's summer today, man. I think it's like 40. It's 41. Woo!
Good morning, everybody in chat. Good to see you.
What do you say, Red?
So it's time to go to the beach.
Yeah, I know. Pull out the shorts, man.
Yeah, it's 45 degrees right now here.
No,
That's cold
0.
for Florida.
No, it's 0 here. But I'm still willing to go to the beach.
You can't swim, man.
I got a rubber ducky and a floaty.
That better be a giant rubber ducky.
Yeah, the one that goes around the waist.
You said that was 295 headed south,
Yeah.
backed up.
Cricket.
Yeah.
Hi, Admiral.
Good morning.
Monday, I'm gonna ship out the pours that I have for you, Angel.
All right, sounds good. Morning, brown sugar. DTS.
A lot of people in here.
33. Woohoo. That's 65 eyeballs.
I was saying your cat was staring at you because she wanted a honeycomb.
Oh, did you see my honeycombs?
Yeah.
I didn't know that those were in the picture. Yeah, I'm eating dried honeycombs so they don't get mushy.
God, I haven't had those things in years.
He's a
don't eat-
honeycomb freak.
I've never eaten cereal.
Never eaten any cereal?
No, because I'm lactose tolerant, so I don't eat milk.
Yeah, but there's no milk in it.
No, I know, but it's just,
Yeah, I like to sit and munch on different cereals with no milk too.
I mean, I eat like grits and stuff, but
That's not no cereal.
Yeah, ain't no. Yeah, and ain't no milk in grits.
yeah.
Kiss my grits.
I don't drink much milk anymore. I used to drink a lot of it, but I've cut way, way back.
Yeah.
I mean, actually, humans aren't really made to digest like animal milks.
You're right.
They make you farty. Yeah, milk's almost like eating beans.
So that's what's doing it, huh?
Yep.
They say that because milk's full of bacteria, right?
Yeah.
Fiber makes you farty too. Well, they tell you don't give your cats milk. Well, you know, we're not supposed to really have milk either. We're only supposed to have human milk.
The Admiral's injured her back and she's really hurting. She went to the chiropractor yesterday and she's going back again today.
Ain't you sharing any of your medicine with her?
No, it's there. You know, it's not like I keep it from her.
I should send her some brownies. That'll help.
Yeah, send her some brownies.
Yeah, she's got a, what is it, a inflamed disc or something?
Sciatic joint
inflammation.
That sucks.
I know she's having a hard time getting around and stuff.
Yeah. I just got my boy back from the hospital. He was there for a couple days.
Oh,
What
no.
happened?
He ended up getting poisoned.
Oh no.
Yeah. He
food?
inhaled. No. It was stupid. I told him to wear a respirator, and he didn't wear a respirator. And he ended up inhaling a bunch of Freon, and yeah.
Oh,
really.
yeah, that will. We had two guys caught in a forward hold on one of the ships I was on, dead, and they were sniffing refrigerant out of those R22 out of the big orange bottle.
Yeah.
And that's how when they discovered them, that's how they knew that they had died immediately, was they were sitting there sniffing refrigerant.
Yeah. So they gave him antibiotics and all that and made him drink like this tar crap. And but he's doing good now.
Morning, John.
Yeah, that's good.
I'll pick it up dinner. Maybe I'll pick something up tonight.
Yeah, tonight we'll.
Oh, I thought you were talking to us.
No, I was talking to Admiral. Sorry. Sorry. We're
You're
talking
like,
about
tonight. And then I'm like, okay, what are you doing tonight?
we're trying to figure out what we're going to do for dinner. And she says, well, I think I'll just pick something up. And we're like, okay, we ain't. You know, dinner's always the subject every damn day.
Yeah, most of the days
Bye.
I'm like, fend for yourself. This is what I'm eating, so you find
Yeah.
something for yourself to eat.
It's pretty much how it is in my house too.
Yeah, we call it potluck night, but lots of times we like to, the three of us, because it's only the Admiral's mom and the two of us. So the three of us like to get together and have a dinner together.
So is she in the Navy too?
No, I just call her the Admiral.
No.
No, she was when I met her, she was going into the Marine Corps as an officer. And she met me and decided not to do that and decided to hang out with me, and we got married and all that jazz.
She just outranks Chief, that's all.
But I can guarantee you, if she'd have went in the Marine Corps, she would have been a general. There's no doubt in my mind.
Sorting my back to crap cards. So they're right side up. So I can read them. Because I had to read my D's Nuts story upside down.
I remember that, yeah.
Yeah, you missed out on D's Big Nuts, Red. I read it Tuesday.
And the person that wrote that book was pretty clever in the way they wrote that book to put, you know, a lot of it right on that line, right on that borderline.
I think they crossed the line when the mom joined in.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, oh, hell no.
Good morning, Kane Friday. And everyone else in chat. Good to see you today. So poor Ida's got to swallow the camera today.
Yep.
What do you mean?
She's swallowing a camera that's going to swim around down there in her belly and try and figure some of this
It's
stuff.
going to take pictures of her, the journey through her small intestine.
Yeah.
Why? What's going on?
Oh, you haven't heard?
She sprung a leak somewhere and they can't figure out where.
Oh.
Well, she's becoming, what do they call that? Anemic. And she had to have a blood transfusion done, Big Red. And she gets extremely exhausted from doing very, very little, exerting herself. There's a lot of things going on in the last few weeks. So she's going through tests right now so that they can figure out if it is a leak, because her red blood count apparently is out of this world or too low or something. I don't, you know, I'm a doctor.
That's why she had to get the transfusion.
Yeah.
She's not making enough on her own.
Yeah. So
I didn't know anything about that.
So they're thinking she might have like a small leak somewhere.
Yeah.
It's good. It's not good. Hopefully they find out what's wrong with her.
Yeah. But you know, you can also, my mom has anemia also. She's anemic and has the same stuff going on, and she's not leaking blood anywhere.
Yeah.
Because, you know, this condition can be caused by other situations besides losing blood somewhere.
Yeah. So they're just trying to make sure that they cover everywhere to make sure she's not leaking.
That's right. That's right.
Right. It's crazy.
Morning, numismatic king.
Hopefully she'll be all right.
She's a tough one.
Yeah, I definitely hope she's okay.
Yeah.
point is put it in the doc's hands, put it in the Lord's hands.
That's it.
Well, you all ready for some fact or crap where there's only 2 right answers and you have to spell them out?
Sure, why not?
It's only 4 letters. Morning, Lainey, dropping the mic.
Cool. I'm gonna drop down and chat for a bit before I head out to work. So.
All right, be safe, my friend.
Have a good one. Ed.
Have a good one.
Sterling, crappy facts. Sterling, you need to come up here and help us count.
You ready, Charles?
What's dropping to Mike say? I had a leak in my stomach. Oh, from ulcers. Ulcers can tear you up.
And remember, these questions were from 2002. First question. Veterans Day falls on November 11th. Morning, old sniping farmer.
Good morning, Gold Sniping.
Where's the go, man?
There it is. Oh,
All right, there's the go.
That's,
Put your answers back in.
yeah, there it is. I saw Charles. I didn't see what he put. I just seen Charles, and I thought it was go.
He's putting my little emojis up there. All right. It's the 6th fact.
Mike sleeps like
Mike. We got 2 screens now, so Keith's
oh, cool.
got me like I'm looking at 2 different screens. Cause like on the actually I think I'm gonna shrink this down and bring my chat over here. It's too far away, man. Cause I'm used to having everything smashed on one page.
Yeah, when I'm on the computer, I got the same thing. I got like a screen that shows, and then a separate thing that or you got it on 2 different
different monitors.
Yeah, 2 different monitors. Yeah, no, I'm talking about one screen.
Yeah, what I'll do is shrink down the picture part, and then I'll like pop out the chat, and then put the chat next to the picture, because the YouTube chat goes a little faster and different than the StreamYard chat.
Yeah, that would. Looking at 2 different monitors like that would be different for me. That's for sure.
Yeah, it gets you all squirreled out, man.
Yeah, my son's got 4 dang monitors.
Yeah, they usually have when people have 4, they usually have them like stacked on top of each other.
Yeah, he's a gamer, so that's why he's got 4 monitors. I went over to his house. I was like, "What in blazes is going on in here? Are you a damn hacker? Are you a professional hacker or something?" He's like, "No, I'm a gamer, Dad."
Morning, Jenny, sweetheart. Well, some people answered twice because they had to answer for the go. Like, they answered before the go because we didn't see no go. All right, next question. Groucho Marx hosted a TV show called This Is Your Life. I remember a show like that.
Yeah, I do too. but I didn't remember it was him that hosted it. I don't remember who hosted it, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, me neither. Morning, Thomas Hill.
Good morning, Thomas.
It's the 7th crap. He did host a show, but it was called You Bet Your Life. So 7th crap.
Scott Teskey.
6, 7. Yep, Scott.
Yeah, I remember they used to have like a book. They'd open up this book. This is your life.
Yeah, and then they like bring some people from your past in, and you're like, "Oh man,
Yeah.
I wanted to leave those people in my past."
Yeah, exactly.
Yep,
And
7
this-
pieces of crap. Dropping the mic. All right, next question. The Encyclopedia Britannica was put together by a man named William Smellie. It's like Smellie. So I assume that's smelly.
Yep.
It's the 7th fact.
Joe McBride.
Yep. Joe. Go, Joe.
Go, Joe. Gojo. That's a candy bar, isn't it? Gojo?
Go, Joe.
No, that's hand cleaners. Mechanics use it, called Gojo.
Go, Joe.
Yeah.
I was thinking of like G.I. Joe. They always go, Go, Joe.
No, I think there's a hand cleaner out, a mechanic's hand cleaner called Gojo. I don't know. I'm just talking
Yeah.
shit. I mean,
Joe said it's the degreaser.
I'm talking crap. That's factor crap. That's crap.
Talking some crap this morning.
Yeah, degreaser, hand cleaner, Gojo.
All right, next question. In 1875, the Cobra killed 26,000 people in India.
Damn. That's a bad mofo. Go, Joe, you mofo.
You mofo.
Oh,
I keep rolling big numbers today.
I'm looking at chat, so I can't tell. I gotta look at the picture.
Yeah,
Oh,
when
I
you're in the
can't-
phone, you have to jump back and forth.
Well, I gotta really look hard to see that. It's like 9, I think.
Yep, it's the 9th fact. True don't count. Dropping the mic. It has to be fact or crap.
All right, let me get back to the go. Chat jumped.
6, 7.
Damn it.
Oh man, yeah, it jumped on me too. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is it Old Sniping Farmer?
I think it's Gold Sniping Farmer, yeah.
Is it the Old Farmer?
Yeah, the old farmer. Is that what everybody's saying down below?
Somebody verify it. I don't see anybody.
Yeah, because I can't go back to this to go now. I'm on
Yeah,
my phone.
rules is rules, man. It's fact or crap. All right. It's the Old Sniping Farmer. Because when he says hi to me, it takes off his G, so it always says old. It steals David's D too. So he's avid.
He's avid.
He says, I see Charles after me. Well, once you answer, you have to literally refresh so it goes in order. Yeah, see, ATS said it always says avid Carlisle for him too. All right, next question. Telephone services in the U.S. and Canada stopped for 1 minute during Alexander Graham Bell's funeral.
Yeah, let's remember him back quite a few years. I'm trying to remember. Let's see.
Go.
No, y'all are wrong. It's crap.
Gotta roll the dice. Roll the dice. Gotta roll the dice. Yeah, I just keep getting higher numbers today. It's the 8th fact.
Frostbite.
Hey, Frosty. Good morning, Frosty.
Good morning, Frostbite.
David says spelling counts. Good morning, Compton.
Oh my goodness, you're only using 4 letters for each word.
Yeah, you only gotta type out 4 letters.
If we can't get that, we better just quit.
All right, next question. All Scottish military regiments wear nothing under their kilts.
When we went to the Kilman games in Scotland, Denise and her girlfriends had to go verify that shit. I mean, stuff, crap.
What they do, like, act like they're getting something off the ground and kind of like peep up there?
Hell no, they walked right over and lifted the damn guys.
So they just made it obvious. They just went and started flipping kilts, man.
Yeah, and Denise's girlfriend picked one of the biggest guys. It's like, that throws poles and grabs 500-pound rocks and stuff. Walked right over and lifted his thing. Is it true that you wear nothing under and lifted his thing? It was funniest stuff you ever saw in your life.
I would have been like nonchalant. I would have like been on the ground and then like I'm looking for something and been slowly crawling and just like peeping up there.
I dropped my pen type thing.
You're like, oh yeah, I've lost my earring, so you're like, moving down the line, kind of peeping up there. It's the 5th crap.
Cane Friday.
I see Mark. 1.
Oh, really?
2, 3, 4, 5.
I got brown sugar with the first one. Then I got Mike. Then I got Gold Sniping Farmer, Mark, Thomas.
Gold.
And then Cane Friday.
Yeah, I got Cane and Mark reversed.
Oh, okay. Well, it's on you. It's whatever you got.
Live. I just refreshed. Nope, Mark's after Cane.
We sat one afternoon on a grassy hill in Scotland and watched the Kilman games. And then went downtown and watched all the bagpipers, all the different groups of bagpipers come walking down through the main streets and stuff. It was cool. Really cool. I got to do it 3 years in a row.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Morning, 7. Sterling said kilts are itchy.
Well, yeah, especially if you ain't wearing nothing underneath.
All right, next question.
Most of them are made out of wool.
Balls are swinging. The Lusitania was a British ocean liner that was sunk by a German submarine in 1915. 1915. Oh, dang.
Watch it be a trick question.
Morning, Sea Griller.
Good morning, Sea Griller.
It's the. I said, yeah, that's why I said 15 the second. I said it twice, so you guys would know. 1-5. All right, it's the 12th fact.
James Schultz. Is that who you get?
Oh, I'm getting Silver Bull. 1, 2, 3.
Oh yeah, I think I counted
11,
Roxanne.
12.
Crap.
Yeah, you counted Roseanne's crap.
Yeah, Silver Bull. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, I thought you were going to say no. It was crap, and it happened on the 12th or the 11th, not the 14th. Or trick question.
Yeah, you never know. It's a lot of trick questions. All right, next question. The granddaughter of Bing Crosby had a reoccurring role in the TV series Touched by an Angel.
I like that show.
And I know sometimes my pronunciation of stuff is funky. Yeah, I should have just said 1-5. Okay, I'm gonna get this.
All right, where's the go? Oh, there it is.
It's the 8th crap. It says she was in Star Trek Next Generation. 8th crap, 8th crap, 8th crap.
I only see 7.
Yeah, I think we only have 7 craps.
Yeah.
So I'll roll 1 die. So it's the first crap, man. Lola?
Yeah, who was that? Lola? Yeah,
Lola D?
Yep, Lola D. Good job, Lola.
She was the first crapper. All right, next question. Microsoft released the Windows operating system in November 1985. 1985.
Just another one they can trick. They can say, no, it was 1987. Oh, what happened to my chat? Am I still on? Everything froze on me. Am I still there? Everything froze on
Yeah,
me.
you keep talking to me. I had to mute myself.
Oh.
It's the 9th fact.
Dang, I can't go back to the go. That one's on. This one's on you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Brown sugar?
Was it fact or crap?
It was fact.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Brown sugar?
Brown sugar. All right, next question. A fly tower is another name for an airport's control tower. A fly tower is another name for an airport's control tower.
I don't know, but I like brown sugar in my beans.
I like it in my oatmeal.
Yeah, I do too. I do like it in my oatmeal.
Morning, Quahog and Mama T.
Good morning, Mama T and Quahog.
The ninth crap. The ninth crap. Mark Thomas again?
Mark Thomas.
That's 2 for you, Mark. All right, next question. The first living thing to be sent into orbit around the Earth was a fish.
A fish.
A fish.
A fish.
It wasn't fish sticks. It was just a fish. No matter how you try to pronounce fish sticks, it always sounds like fish sticks.
Fish dicks.
You literally have to like say fish
Stick.
sticks. Because if you don't, it's just fish sticks. Is it crap or carp? I don't know. It's crap, man.
Yeah, is it crap or carp?
Oh, I don't know. You're wrong, David. It said it was a dog. It's the 6th crap because this is a 0.
Carrie Holberg.
Man, you were fast on that one. I get Sterling.
Do you?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I get Sterling.
Are you counting drop a mic? As someone has a
I got Charles,
was definitely
Roseanne,
crap.
Frostbite, Carrie, Against the Army, and then Sterling.
Oh, okay. Mine must be off.
Do y'all agree it's Sterling? What are you doing? Putting my angry turd in the picture?
Inside out. Or when the answer is crap.
Yeah.
Now it looks like they're taking a crap.
I think they're getting Sterling. Yeah.
All right, next question. Carl and Passions was one of the early names of the Beach Boys. Carl and Passions was one of the early names of the Beach Boys. It's right here, Venture. Yeah, Venture brought this to me. My reversible crap.
Your hat.
So I can be a shithead.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, when my grandson was over Monday, I said, "Hey, Damon, you want to see my poop?" And he just looked at me kind of weird. And then I threw it at him. All right. It's the second fact. Oh, no, man. It's Roseanne.
Roseanne. She hasn't had a point in a few days. We'll let her have a point.
Yeah. All right, next question. John Jacob Astor was one of the richest men in the world when he sank to his death on the Titanic.
She says, I can go back to bed now.
She got her point.
She got her point.
She was trying to get her point with crap, but it didn't work, so. It's the second fact.
Cane Friday.
Yep, Cane Friday.
She's actually fibbing us. She's actually probably sitting there shining up her tiara
Her tight tiara.
because she got a point. She's starting to put her queen's outfit on.
John Jacob Hammerschmidt. All right.
She's dancing around the bedroom with her queen's outfit on. I got a point. I got a point.
All right, next question. Warren Beatty's real first name is George. George of the jungle.
Yeah, George Jetson.
Hey, that's my alert tone. Dun, 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 dun.
Is it? Dun, dun, dun.
It's the 8th crap. The right answer is Henry.
Cane Friday.
Cane Friday for 2. So we
Coming
got
on.
Mark and Kane, man.
Kane's coming on strong.
Mark has 2. Kane has 2. Good morning, JM Unleashed. We're playing fact or crap. So you can only write fact or crap.
Good morning, Frosty. You got lag.
What was that?
Have another cup of coffee, Frosty. That'll get rid of your lag.
No, Mark is the one that got it the time when it was between you and Mark Kane. It was Mark. Yeah, back when it was between you and Mark, it was Mark.
Right.
Otherwise, I'd be like, yay, it's over. I have no clue. This is some weird question. It says, the watermelon thump, the lick skillet days, and ice worm squirm are all U.S. festivals.
Holy cow.
Watermelon thump, lick skillet days, and ice worm squirms are all U.S. festivals.
Sounds like facts to me.
Never know, man.
I've heard craziest stuff going on.
Or one of them could be wrong. You never know. They always like to do that to you. Ugh. The 6th crap. The ice worm one is not a festival, but the other 2 are.
6th crap.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. I don't think we don't have 6, do we?
I only see 4.
All right. It's the 2nd crap.
Let's see. What is that?
Papa, and where's the next one? Against the Army?
Against an Army, yeah.
So it's against the Army. Yeah, it's a trick question because it says the ice worm one was not a festival, but the other ones were.
I had a feeling it was a trick question.
All right, next question. The first voyage around the world took 3 years and 5 ships to complete. The first voyage around the world took 3 years and 5 ships to complete.
I thought that one dude did it in a balloon.
I don't know. I guess the first trip was in a boat, man.
That was a movie. Remember Around the World in 80 Days or whatever that movie was?
Yeah.
The guy floated around on a balloon.
Yeah, on a balloon.
Yeah.
Matt said they celebrated the ice worm, squirm, and Uranus.
Well, I got to get to the go here. Here we go.
It's a 12th fact. I don't think we have 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nope, we only got 10.
Yeah.
All right, it's the 6th fact. Yeah, 6th fact. 1, 2, 3.
Kane Friday.
Kane Friday. All right, now you did win, Kane.
For the win.
Wiener.
Good job, Kane Friday.
I just had to torture you and Mark for a few minutes. Yay, it's over. Yay. Ha ha ha. Yeah. No more crap this morning, man. Unless somebody wants to come up here and give me some crap.
We'll have none of that.
Yeah, who wants to come give me some crap this morning?
Who's
Not
gonna,
literally, though.
Who's going to be the first one?
Dun, dun, dun. King goes, now I am sorry, Mark.
Angel, put them in the middle and we can punch on them like that. Punch, punch, punch.
You're punching the wrong way, Chief.
Oh, am I?
Yeah, you got to punch the opposite way.
I got to punch this way. My picture's different.
Well, no, you see yourself the opposite way.
Oh.
But you have to go the opposite way of what you're seeing.
There's Frostbite.
Yeah, he came to give me some crap.
I'm poking him on the head. Poke, poke, poke.
I'm not touching you. We're not touching you. What's up, Frosty? Woohoo!
Ow! You got me right in the.
He poked us both.
Poked me right in the bunghole.
Bullshit in the butt.
He poked Chief in the bunghole and then came out with this shitty finger from poking this one.
Ow! Ow! It went right up through my chair. You got a rough finger, man.
You were supposed to cough, Chief.
Oh, was I?
Chief, I'm going to give you a clean bill of health. All right, bud?
Okay. Lord have mercy. How we can make fun out of nothing.
That's what friends do, man.
Yup.
Especially some of us that don't have any filters.
Yeah, you don't want me poking you in the butt. And I don't want to do it either because I don't want anything under my fingernails.
That's just wrong.
No, what's wrong is the guy that sits in the background and he cleans his fingernails with a toothpick and then sticks the toothpick in his mouth. That's what's wrong.
Yeah, we need finger condoms.
They have them out.
Yeah, they do.
How do I know that?
I'm not even Chief.
That's terrible.
Mark said, did Kane win the stuffed turd? No, this was a present.
When I was a mechanic, I'd cut my finger. I'd put a Band-Aid on my finger, and then I'd put one of those finger condoms on. And I'd go to work. People would go, "Hey, I see you got your finger condoms on today there, Jake."
Yeah, when you work at fast food and stuff too, a lot of times they'll make you wear those if you have a Band-Aid.
Yeah.
Oh no, 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 no. Don't be puking up a hairball right under my feet.
Oh Lord.
Mm. Dang cats. Uranus has been running ads in the local paper about their new hot dog stand they opened. Their tagline is "Come and get a wiener in your Uranus today." Hi, Sorcerer Stan.
That sounds like Uranus fudge.
Yeah, the fudge factory place.
Yeah.
Hi, Susie Q. She said, no, the turd is her welcome back to Michigan.
I will, Charles. I'll let you know, buddy. It'll be late this afternoon. That's when my mail comes, packages and stuff.
So do y'all know what time Ida's appointment is?
I thought she was supposed to do it sometime mid-morning. Swallow the camera.
Yeah, and then she's got to wait 8 hours, so she's probably just going to stay down there.
Oh, I thought she said she was going home and then going back.
I don't know. We were telling her she should just get like a hotel room or something so she can just like lounge around.
There's a casino close. They'll stay there.
Yeah.
Look said 7:30.
She ate the camera in the last half hour.
Oh, Sterling, he's right on top of things. Look
Yeah.
at it.
Yeah, dropping the mic. Ida, the St. Jude Ida.
Yeah, she had to swallow a camera this morning, and then she's got to wait 8 hours and then go turn in the. Well, she just turns in the thing that she has because it takes like wireless pictures. Because I'm sure it's not gonna make its way out in 8 hours, but you never know.
She gotta go. She gotta go. Not drop the mic, drop the camera.
Yeah, they don't do camera retrievals on those. They don't want it back.
Then she's got to turn it into Kodak. Kodak has got to do all the film and stuff.
Well, you know what's really cool is they have a lot of stuff that you can do that's all disposable. So they wanted to do like EKG, and they wanted to try and kind of monitor because I have difficulty sleeping. So they had me wear this device, and when it was done, I connected it to my phone, pushed a button, it sent the data over, and they're like, just get rid of it. I'm like, can I use it? Is there a way to utilize this periodically to continue to see what data I have? They're like, it has an internal battery. The battery only lasts about 72 hours or something like that. But if you want to do it, then you can send us the data and we'll send you a report. So I wore it for 2 or 3 days and then they sent me the information. It's pretty cool what they can do remotely now.
Oh yeah, there's no doubt about that. It's crazy.
Yeah, but it only lasts for 72 hours.
Well, they do that for a reason, but it'd be cool to be able to have something like that is, rechargeable that you can do. And they have glucose monitoring patches that, you connect right to your phone and it downloads the data. And so there's just a lot of really cool technology. I mean, you think about laparoscopic surgeries, right? 2 small 1/8-inch incisions, and they perform what they used to have to cut your stomach wide open for. Technology is really cool.
Oh yeah, they don't really like to cut people open anymore unless they have to.
Yeah, the surgery I had where they infused my spine, they did it through the front of my neck, moved my esophagus, and performed the surgery. And then when I heard about all of it and looked at it, I was like, are you kidding me? Really?
Yeah, when I had my surgery, basically they just like put something in your belly button to like blow you up, and then they make the 2 little incisions and put their tools in both sides.
Yeah. So we got all this technology. How come we're not flying around like George Jetson?
Because people would crash.
You think?
Well, yeah, because people wouldn't follow the lines.
Yeah.
Oh, it would. Yeah, it would be a mess.
You think so?
Yeah, it'd be
Well,
chaos.
think of what would happen to airline traffic, and how would you keep air? You know, it's like sea lanes, right? What happens if you get somebody crossing a sea lane that doesn't understand or doesn't care? Think of the disruption that can happen.
Yeah, it happened to us, and I ended up in the Gulf of Mexico for an hour and a half trying to save my life.
Yeah, but I mean, it's one of those things where, you know, and we've been on ships for how many years?
I just think it would be fun to have, like, you could have up to a certain height, say 500 feet. Everything above that's for aircraft. Everything below that's for us, for us to fly around.
Yeah, they could like have a governor on them where like it'll start shutting down if you go too high.
Yeah, I just think it'd be cool to be able to go fly around in a little aircraft.
Spencer said they had a tumor in his head. They went through his nose.
Like this morning on the Buckman Bridge,
Wow.
they had an accident in the right-hand lane, and it literally shut down the Buckman Bridge. So traffic was backed up about 20 miles on 295 South because of this one little accident. You know, hell, you just get out the wings, put out the propeller, you know, like a little helicopter, take off like George Jetson.
Yeah, Ringmaster Ray, that was sad news. But you know what they say, helicopters, they're only on their way to the crash site.
I didn't hear about this.
Yeah, so
5 Marines.
there's been issues with the CH-60 and some of the other transports. They've been reporting this for years. There've been tons and tons of mechanical issues. Budget constraints have caused delays and issues with getting parts and service done. There's been documentaries on it, and the problems just don't seem to be getting fixed. A lot of the issues that we've had with military helicopter crashes have been because of gun decking maintenance, right? And it's not because they just blew it off. It's because they don't have the components, the parts, or the training to update them. So it's been something that's being investigated at extremely high levels. It's extremely sad, though.
Yeah, go gadget helicopter.
Well, what's funny is when people talk about, and I always love this. Chief probably laughs when he hears this too. You know, I bought a military grade piece of equipment, and you're like, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Why didn't you buy something new?
For real.
So I joke, it's a serious issue, but again, you know, I joke, but yeah, we lost a few good folks in helicopters over the last little while.
Someone said they get their parts from Amazon. Order parts from Amazon. Yeah.
I mean, you can get a lot of parts for things from Amazon.
Oh yeah.
I got like a washer part one time to fix it myself.
Yeah, I just fixed mine a couple months ago. It's one of them high dollar washing machines, and I didn't want to buy another one, so I fixed it myself. It was just a drain pump went bad. Put a new drain pump in it.
Yeah, I will never buy one of those sideways wash machines ever again.
You'll never buy what?
The sideways wash machines,
Front loaders.
the front loaders.
Front loader?
Yeah.
I'm like, the sideways washing machine.
That's what I
Well, you know, the normal washing machines, you throw the stuff in the top, but the other ones, you know, you throw it in the side.
Oh, see, we love ours. The issue with that is you need to clean them. Like you actually need to do the maintenance on them. You need to run the cleaning pods. You need
Yeah,
to,
otherwise they get moldy.
yeah. And so you actually have to do your maintenance. People don't want to do the maintenance.
And when
Your
you're
maintenance, we've
when
got
you're when you're done, each time you get done a load, leave your door open on your washer.
They don't tell you that.
Yeah, we didn't know, so we left our door closed and it got moldy.
Right.
So we got rid of it.
Yeah, you leave your door open, and also there's a strainer on the damn things that if you don't keep that strainer clean, that gasket won't drain properly where the door closes. I don't know. I like mine, but it does have
All right, you guys got to put up with Keith because I got to go take a shower.
issues.
Oh, is that what that is?
I've been meaning to talk to you about that.
What's up, brother?
Good morning, Keith.
Not a
Good
lot,
to see
man.
you.
I'm just here, just chilling, not
I
looking
hear-
at the chat, listening.
You're probably ready to go get you some breakfast, aren't you?
Actually, I just took care of some stuff. No, I'm not ready for breakfast. Don't get breakfast except for once or twice a week. Otherwise, I eat at home.
Oh, I thought you normally got it on your way to the office, the shop.
No, I have to go out of the way to get breakfast. Good morning, everybody. I gotta start my trip down to St. Louis today after work.
So I
Oh,
want
you're
to show
going
you
to-
real quick. So
What
on
am I
my,
looking at?
I have the vent. So when I'm done with mine, it actually vents both my dryer and my washer. Hold on just a sec. So it'll actually do this is hold on. It's this one. So mine will actually vent. So when I close it, it'll actually vent. So then I just start it and it'll run. It'll actually vent the entire thing. So it'll actually clean itself. And then all you have to do is just go check the rim and make sure there's no mold or anything on the rim. So this is a little bit higher grade washing machine, but washing machine, but it's still, they're really cool. But this prevents mold. We don't have any issues. And then
I'll
we
have to look at mine and see if mine has all that stuff. It's
Yeah,
got
but they didn't give you no instructions when you bought them. Leave the door open.
yeah, but anyway,
I think they would have.
Yeah.
We bought them when they were relatively new, too. With the sideways for the residential use. Because when you go to like laundromats and stuff, they're all top loaders on the washing machines. But when you go to take and buy them for your house, they're not the same.
yeah, the ones that I got, they're like I said, we have 3 kids, so we wanted to make sure that we had, really good washer and dryers with the amount of laundry that we have to do.
Yeah.
It's cool. You got it's got more bells and whistles. I only use about a third of them, but the auto clean, and then you just throw one of the pods in periodically. That helps with the maintenance and keeping it good and zero issues with mold. As long as my sons don't forget about their clothes and leave them in the washing machine overnight, then we don't have issues with it.
Righty then. It's a lot of complications. It's a lot simpler just to have a top loader and be done with it.
Top loader, you still get mold. People just don't see it in a top loader.
No, you leave your door open all the time. You don't use it. It's it's kind of a hassle on a front loader to leave your door open, and then you walk past it and slam the door. But on a top loader, door's open. It's not a big deal. But yeah, you're right. You can still get mold. You
Dropping.
won't run into your door.
I got a river and a washboard.
Well, you don't run into the door on a top loader. I don't know. We just don't like them. It's kind of like me with avocado and sardines and yogurt. Just don't like it just because of the way it is, the name, or the way it's made, or whatever.
I will say
loader,
one
you
thing.
You can
Those
add clothes when the machine starts.
The older top loaders last
Yes.
a long time. I remember having one that lasted us like 20 years.
They don't make nothing like they used to.
That's what kids running around the house and everything, man. That thing lasted us forever.
They don't make nothing like they used to.
Yeah, I think I'm on my second front loader in 10 years.
We had one front loader washer, front loader dryer, had a matching set. Had it for about a year, and we're like, no, this has got to go.
Yeah, I got one of them LG deals.
So now we don't even worry about a matching anymore. We used to buy sets, and we're like, we ain't buying sets anymore. We just buy one when it breaks. It's cheaper to buy a new one than to pay a repairman.
Oh yeah, on a lot of stuff. You're right.
What do they cost? $800 or something now? That's a lot of money. But a repairman costs you $2 or $3
What's $800?
to buy a new washer, dryer.
Oh,
I don't know
good.
what they cost. I haven't bought one for years.
If you
How
buy
much do they cost?
low end,
Oh, is that how much low ends are now?
yeah, they're
Yeah,
way.
mine was like $2,500, I think, for the set.
Oh, no, not for the set, for one or the other.
My
Oh.
washing machine alone was $3,500.
Well, yeah, so you got front loader. No, we're just talking just a simple washing machine. I think
Yeah,
our
but
last one we bought about 8,
But
9
it depends on the
years.
capacity. So if you have
Maybe-
a high capacity washer, you're still looking at $1,200 or $1,300.
We
You can
bought
get
ours about
bucks for a top loader.
8 to 10 years ago, and I think we paid like 700 and something. But yeah, I imagine it's probably almost double that now. Goes to show you, I don't do much shopping for washing dryers.
Yeah, but
What I
again,
like is I can go over to the base and I can buy it tax-free on the base. Appliances like that for freezers, refrigerators, washer, dryers. That's what I like, living close to the base.
I can just go to laundromat. My machine breaks, I'll just go to laundromat. Maybe I won't buy another one ever. Nah, I don't think that happened. It's just a thought. For just a split second, I had that thought.
you'll think that until the first time you have to sit at the laundromat for 3 hours.
Yeah, I don't
You know-
remember the last time I was at a laundromat. I
When
think Scotland. When I
was a kid, I went to the laundromat and stuff, and that's how I met people. It's a lot nicer people you meet at a laundromat versus a bar.
Silver
I don't know
Bowl,
how it is anymore. I haven't been to a laundromat in 35, 40 years.
yeah, Silver Bowl 30 said laundromat is too dirty for you, Keith.
I don't know. I haven't been in 35, 40 years. I don't know what they're like anymore.
I go periodically when we have to do the comforters, when we have, because we have 2 or 3 comforters that we cycle through. So like if the dog gets sick or something like that, we have to go take it. We go and use the high capacity washers there, and then
Yeah.
use the high capacity dryer, because even in the one I have, our comforter's too big for it. And so we go probably once every few months and wash all of our comforters. So
Okay.
makes for a long day.
Shoot, back in the day, isn't that where sailors picked up chicks? Was that
Where do you think I got that idea from?
was
When I was in the service, we would go to the laundromat to pick up girls, and then after I got out of the service, I still went to the laundromat. But no, when I was younger, you didn't go just to pick up girls. You actually met people at the laundromat.
Yeah.
It's one of the ways you'd make friends without your friend's always drinking all the time and stuff. I've never been what you'd call a heavy drinker, except for my teenage years. I was pretty bad then. Party every weekend.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And in my Navy days too, I was pretty bad too. It was get shit faced drunk and didn't worry about nothing. Figure out how to get back to the ship.
Yeah,
did-
hope you don't miss the ship because it's leaving first thing in the morning.
Well, I had a good old night one evening in Jamaica. I was assigned the ship driver for everybody, and so I ended up taking the captain all over town that night. And I'm sitting there drinking, and he's drinking, and we're having a good old blast. The only time I ever conversed with him was when I was the driver that night. Other than that, except for when he wrote me up. But I'd never talked to him except for when we was in Jamaica and write-ups, which was twice.
So, Chief, when I was stationed at Pearl, I was friends with one of the pilots on the tugs,
Yeah.
and he saved me one day from basically being AWOL because we were. You've been to Pearl, right?
No,
Oh, okay.
No, I've never been to Pearl.
All right.
No.
So you have the main pier, and then you have kind of like commissary and all this stuff on the right hand. Well, it's not. It's like a little shopette.
Well,
And
I've seen pictures of it.
You
and
have
stuff.
kind
I've
of that
never
little
been
area.
there.
Well, anyway, there's a barrack area, and the barrack area is like 10 minutes away from the pier. And they had an emergency call, and they did an all call, but I never got notification of it. And so I woke up to see my ship being towed out of the harbor.
Ouch.
Yeah. So because you get kind of towed through those areas, and then you go through the harbor,
Yeah.
and the
Right.
pilot has to sit with you all the way through to help you navigate. And then when they leave, the pilot jumps off, and then you guys go. And so I called my buddy, because you're back when we have payphones, the banks of payphones. And I'm like, I missed my ship movement. They left. I didn't know we weren't supposed to leave for a couple of days. And so they brought the tug around, and they took me, and I got to land before we went out past Turtle Beach. And my XO was standing there, and he's like, "Hey, good morning." I'm like, "Hi." He's like, "It's about who you know, right?" I was like,
that was really something. When I was in the service, my XO, I talked to him all the time. Never the captain, but I was like always talking to the XO. He was like almost my buddy, so to speak. But you got a line between the officers and the enlisted. But he had always talked to me. He kept telling me, he says, "You ought to go to warrant officer school. You ought to go to warrant officer school." Because I was halfway intelligent. I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Ended up getting out. Maybe I should have listened to him. But he told me, because he went to warrant officer school, and that's how he became an officer. He went from warrant officer to officer.
"Hey,
He's enlisted, warrant officer, then officer.
did you just see Joe McBride's message?"
I just looked at. I was just getting ready to say. Did you see what Joe McBride put in there? He got an 1879 S Morgan.
From a bank teller.
The lady thought she had Ike's, and one of them was an 1879 S Morgan. That's cool, Joe.
Can't beat that. Price is right.
Wow.
Got him a nice Ike.
Mm-hmm.
Lucky.
No, but that XO, I don't even remember his name. It was on the USS McDonough down at the station in South Carolina. And you was talking about the tugboats. That harbor was so big, there was only a little bit of area where we had tugboats. Most of the time it was on the ship itself to steer.
Well, the tug would usually follow the ship out of Pearl. But what would happen is, as you were passing the Arizona, because you have to navigate that area.
They would be alongside you. Yeah, that's how it was with us.
Yeah, and so the pilot would jump on, head up to the bridge. Right. And as you departed, the pilot would jump off and jump back on the tug. And I was extremely fortunate that I had made friends with him. And he was like, "Yeah, well, we're going to go run a maneuver. I'll take you out there." He's like, "How long did they leave?" And I'm like, "They're just passing the memorial now." He's like, "Yeah, we'll get you there before they get out of harbor."
Yeah, we just had the tugs right alongside us in between the other ships and stuff. It was a South Carolina. I don't know if you ever been to the South Carolina harbor there in
Yeah.
Charleston.
Mm-hmm.
That's a pretty big area. It's pretty big, so you didn't never really got too close to the ships. I guess the tugboats were probably 50 feet from the ship, and then 50 feet from the other ships or more. There's a big bay, but yeah, I like that. I like that area down there, at least on the ship anyway. I didn't like the town too much. I had a friend. Now I've been in the coins all my life. I had a friend. He was in SH. He worked in the store and stuff like that, the ship store. I think they
Right.
what the SH designations.
Yeah. Works in laundry, works in the ship store, is the
Yeah.
barber.
Anyway, yeah, and he kept telling me I think he could have been sonar, either or. He didn't work with me because I was postal clerk. I had it easy. I was the only one on the whole ship, so everybody knew me. That's probably why I got to talk to the XO so much. But he kept telling me, he says, I buy one of these with every paycheck, nonstop. There's a little coin shop right there in town. Every payday, I go get me 1 ounce of gold. Well, at the time he was buying 1 ounce of gold, gold has just come off its high of 79 and it fell all the way down to 200 something bucks in, what was it, 85 or something? And
Yeah.
he just kept on buying them every paycheck. So I bet you that kid's a millionaire now. Well, he's probably not a kid. He's like 3 or 4 years older than me, if he's still alive.
I had a captain who got busted for bringing back Cuban cigars when we went down to the Caribbean, stopped in Cuba. He loaded up one of his lockers with Cuban cigars, just like tons and tons of boxes of them. And he didn't claim the dang things like he was supposed to.
Oh,
And
yeah.
he actually got nailed by, well, it's NCIS now, but it used to be NIS back then.
Yeah.
And we watched them take him off our ship in handcuffs. Your commanding officer. And I was like, what the
I
blazes?
remember we went, I don't know if it was Jamaica or Haiti or wherever. We went to one of those little islands down there, and they had some wood carvings, lacquered and everything, really cool.
Yeah.
I bought one, and well, you're supposed to turn everything into customs. You know what I did? I put it in my damn post office. I was the only one who worked there. I didn't care. Put it in my post office, do some mailbacks on it, and say, "You got anything to declare?" And I'm like, "Nope." I see, because you get these big empty. Remember the big empty mail bags, like
Right.
laundry bags and stuff, kind of about the size of your duffel bag, except a little flimsier. I lost my duffel bag. I don't know where it's at. But anyway,
I still
bought
have
one of them chips. I paid 15 American for it. Got it back, and I'm like, man, I really don't want it. Another guy offered me 25. I said, it's yours. It was
I
a
have
really
my
nice ship.
I have my original duffel bag, my original pea coat, stuff like that.
I
It
still
was,
have my original petticoat, in my duffel bag.
I don't know what happened to my duffel bag because over the years it's gotten lost since I've been with my wife. Between being younger, poor, moving around a lot, it somehow got misplaced. And I think I had it when my mom passed away in 99. And somewhere between there and about 2004, it got lost. I just don't know where. So in a 5-year span, I know approximately when it got lost. I just don't know where it got lost at. Had my dog tags in it, had old uniforms in it that I probably can't even dream about fitting in today.
Yeah, my original dog tags are sitting here in my shadow box.
I'm gonna go get something off my wall real quick. I'm gonna show you what I got here. Hold on a minute.
I had a shadow box made and put my original dog tags in it.
It's kind of dusty. I bought this for my mom when I was in the service. This is, oh God, how old is it? 84, 85. So what is that? 40 years or, yeah, about 40 years old.
Yeah. Yep. because Denise and I have been together 43 years, and we got married in 81.
So I bought this. I gave it to my mom, and I got it back when she passed away.
Oh, that's cool.
I don't remember what I paid for it. Here's my Navy pictures. Yeah, I was an ugly little kid. And I keep it on my wall in the hall. So
I remember those
I was in the
pictures.
service, even though I don't got my dog tags.
I remember years and years ago, they used to take those double pictures like that. I'm trying to think of what company did that.
I don't know who did it. That's old. What?
Olin Mills.
Clean this up.
Olin Mills, maybe?
You know where
Yeah.
it was hung
Yeah.
up at?
I think it was Olin
right
Mills.
corner on this wall.
There was another one that did it.
Turn the light on so you can see the nail.
They were a huge DoD contractor that wasn't Olin Mills. I think it started with a W. I can't remember,
I don't remember who made it.
but they were around. They were the ones that when my granddad had his military picture, they were the same company that took mine.
Yeah. Didn't they do boot camp pictures? It was that Olin Mills that did boot camp.
Well, there were two companies, and I can't
Could have been a boot
remember.
camp. So that'd been 84.
I can't remember for the life of me, because Olin Mills did a lot of them, but there was another company, and like I said, I believe it started with a W, but I can't recall. And anyway, the same company that took my granddad's Army photo was the same one who took my Navy photo.
If I remember right, that was boot camp photo. that they
Yeah,
used.
I still have my boot camp photo. I don't know where the hell it is.
And I believe that was February 84.
John, it might be also.
And then I got out, and you want to talk about, you guys were talking about Veterans Day earlier on. I got out on Veterans Day, 1986.
Oh, wow.
I was supposed to be 3 years, and ended up like a little short because you know how Reagan was cutting expenses on the military. I took advantage of it.
Yeah.
I took advantage of it. I'm like, no, see ya. Something about scrubbing a toothbrush with a toothbrush to all.
Clinton went crazy. When he got in, he went crazy. He was giving out 15-year retirements and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, I was ready to go because I was offered that a few weeks before. I had just got through scrubbing the deck with a toothbrush.
Oh.
Yeah, I cussed out my captain is what I did. You just don't do that. So
Yeah.
told me I shouldn't have did it. I liked him. I just can't remember his name.
So Keith, when I first got into the Navy, the ship that I was going to go on was in transport between Japan and Hawaii. So they sent me TAD right out. I got assigned to my ship, and then they gave me TAD orders, and I went to the shipyard.
Uh-huh.
And I was there a day. I had no idea who Weps was. I just had no clue. And I was carrying 2 fire extinguishers in over the gangplank from the dry dock onto the ship. And I came off and I set them down, and I was getting ready to turn around, and Weps crossed. I didn't see him. I had 2 fire extinguishers in my hand. He made me scrub the toilets, the heads there on the little area because I disrespected him. I had been in the Navy. I had been on duty like 2 days. I had no idea who he was.
To answer the big question, dropping the mic, I don't ever remember getting a challenge coin.
I didn't
I
get
really
a challenge
don't.
coin until I joined as started working for the Air Force as a civilian. That's when I got my first Navy coin.
I don't remember
I was-
getting a challenge coin ever.
Nope, I didn't get one while I was in.
Drop the mic. I helped design a challenge coin for the USS John Hancock. And
You know what really, really upsets me a lot about the not so much the service, but the after effects of losing my duffel bag and stuff. Remember your dog tags? You had your social security number, your blood type, and everything on it, right?
Right.
Yep.
I don't know my blood type. I keep going to the doctor. I say, give me a test, give me my blood. No, there ain't no sense in doing that. I'm like, Come on, how hard is it?
So
I don't
Keith,
know what type of blood- I guess I'm a sour type. I don't know.
my uncle died because he didn't know his blood type.
Yeah, I know.
And as he passed away, my aunt said at least he was very positive. And my grandmother said, "What do you mean?" And he kept saying, "Be positive, be positive."
That's what
I
I
don't
am.
know what. I don't know what. I think it's a common blood type.
That's what I am, is B positive.
I don't know what I am. I'm just a guy. That's what
Right.
type of blood I got. Just a
Stupid joke.
guy's blood.
But it lended itself to the and
But
that,
it's just really, it's really weird when I started worrying about what blood type I was, because I didn't worry about, you don't worry about that stuff when you're younger. I didn't pay much attention to my dog tag. I just looked at it and like, yeah, my social security number's right. It's me. I never thought about, what type of blood I had. Never read it. Never paid attention. I read it, but I want to say it might have been OP or something. I don't know.
I didn't have to worry about it. They were always telling me to go give blood.
Well, I think it's. Are you almost ready, young lady? I can say that because she's younger than me.
I
So
am.
you guys have to go to the shop.
Yeah, I'm actually a new VA clinic's opening up down the street, a little mini hospital, so to speak. So I'm going to be going there. I've never applied for VA benefits or nothing, but now that I'm older, I really need to get start taking advantage. So I'm going to get my blood type here as soon as that opens up, that little hospital clinic thing. I'm going to get that all straight. It built it brand new. It still ain't open yet. It looks like it's ready to open, but they're probably doing stuff on the inside. So
Yeah, let's hope they have some decent doctors contracted to work in the damn place.
I don't care what they have decent doctors or not. I mean, it's got to be better than the doctor I got now. Besides, I'll get to know my blood type. They got my blood type on hand.
I can't wait to leave the Naval Hospital and not have them doctors anymore.
Yeah, Eunice says I can give blood and get my blood. I can go down the street and go to the plasma center and do that and get $50 or $100 or something giving plasma too.
I go on Medicare in 2 months. I can pick my own doctors and all that stuff.
And the funny thing about Eunice saying you can give blood and ask for your blood type, when I was a teenager still, after I got out of the service, I was giving blood and getting like $8 a pint and never asked my blood type. I didn't worry about it. It's amazing the things you worry about and don't worry about when you're older versus younger.
As long as it's in your record, you're fine.
Oh, it's in my record somewhere.
You're
Not
good.
not with the people I was with, but with the military. It is. Somebody had to pull my military records to get it.
Wow, AZ, your dad's dog tags are gold plated. Someone gold plated them.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
They're
I ought
not
to get me.
normal.
I ought to get a copy. I ought to get with the military and see if I can get a replacement copy of my dog tags and then make some gold ones. I don't know. Can you do that? Can you get new dog tags if you're a veteran?
I've never tried. I'm not sure, to tell you the truth.
I don't know the answer to that either. I'm sure you probably could, because there are companies that make old certificates and stuff from your official records. So I don't know why you couldn't, but I can tell you that it won't have your social and stuff on that anymore.
Yeah, my
Do you still have your
DD-214 got
DD-214?
lost. What?
Do you still have your DD-214?
That's what I was just saying. It was in my duffel bag.
Oh, now you can
There
get
could be somebody out there impersonating me.
You can get a certified copy of that, because mine went down
Yeah.
with that ship when I was in that accident in the Gulf of Mexico. My original DD-214 went down with that boat, and I had to get a copy from the government, a certified copy from the government.
Yeah, when this VA clinic opens up, I'll get a little bit more with Veterans Affairs and get things straight.
Yeah.
So here, for anybody who's a vet that doesn't know, I'm going to give you a little bit of heads up, and then I got to bail. Log into eBenefits. eBenefits is a it's a va.gov website. And once you log in, you register, they do all the validation and everything. all the information, your member service personnel information, military personnel file, your letters for VA disability, anything like that. If you're going to a medical appointment and they need your percentage of disability, or if you're going to do something like the state parks program or something and you need the letter indicating that you have a disability or whatnot, tax information, medical records, all of that stuff. You can also request a copy of your DD-214. It'll send you to a site that's tied to MilPERS,
Right.
and that'll actually allow you to get your DD-214. Remember, when you get your DD-214, you want your member 2 and your member 4 copy. But again, e-benefits, that's the one you want to go to if you're a vet. Make sure you're utilizing that, because that's where all the information that you need is going to be in order to get those things, especially like for tax, or if you're going to do property or buy a property or get loans or stuff like that. All those letters and everything that you need are all going to be there.
And if
All right.
don't quote me, but I think you can also get microfiche copies of your medical record while you were in on active duty from that same area.
You can, yeah. So the things that you can get on there, as you can see, DEERS is the enrollment and reporting system. So you see all of your information, talks about your retirement, what your privileges are. You can see your member civilian employment information, talking about what you did, what you're doing now if you're a military civilian.
Right.
It'll also talk about what jobs you did in the military translate to what civilian roles. You'll find your military personnel file, which includes all of your documents. You can print, you can ask for official ones that include your DD-214, all of your letters, that includes civilian service preferences, commissary and exchange privileges, benefit cards, tax identification information. All that stuff is there. And then you can also connect to your VA portal, which is My Healthy Vet. And you can connect that. So you can actually link all of those other sites by utilizing like ID.me. So if you guys if you're a vet and you don't know what ID.me is, you need to go register at ID.me. But you can utilize that. Then that validates your identity. If you identify, if you register through ID.me, you can utilize the ID.me certification when you log into places like Lowe's and Home Depot to do a lifetime validation. So when you enter your telephone number when you're checking out, it will automatically approve you. You don't have to show your military ID or anything like that anymore. So those 3 sites, again, ID.me, e-benefits, and then My Healthy Vet. If you're a vet, those are 3 sites you absolutely need to be connected to.
I mean, the cashier
did it by itself.
And the cashiers are pretty good about still giving you a discount when you show up at a Home Depot or whatever. But they'll also ask you, have you signed up with what Frosty's talking about with us, to automatically, when you like swipe your card or whatever, it automatically gives you the discount because it shows up as you being a previous veteran.
I am fixing to go to the store, so if nobody wants to come up, we're going to end it unless someone wants to come up and talk with Chief. Because there's no sense in you being up by yourself, Chief, because Frosty said he was leaving.
Everybody's like, we don't want to talk to that dude.
Well, because I don't want you to be up here for 5 minutes all by yourself unless you really want to be.
No, I'm good. I'll drop down. It's 9:33. The show's almost over, actually.
Yeah, the show's almost over anyway.
20 more minutes.
So, guys, thanks for coming. I'm sure Mrs. Coinkers, she's walking out the door. She's probably already in the car. She's typing in the chat. And she's saying, "Come on, guys." She wants to get back on here when we get back to the shop. That's what that is. What's that?
I said, I'll stay on here. No big deal.
You sure?
Yeah, no big deal.
Because once I disappear, I won't be able to let nobody up.
You guys, how long before you get there?
5 minutes.
Chief and I can stay on for 5 minutes. Yeah, that's
okay. I got to get my shoes on, so it might be 7 at the
most. Are you driving or is she?
I'm driving.
Oh shit! It'll be 15.
No, it'll be 5 to 7 because it's only 0.2 of a mile.
I'm just giving you grief, brother.
All right. Yeah, I'll be back.
You know, there might be a bunch of people in chat that's wondering what's the chief talking about when he talks about almost drowning out in the Gulf of Mexico.
Oh yeah, tell that story.
You
That's
know-
a good thing to do for the next 10 minutes.
Yeah, a lot of you might not have heard what happened to me after I retired from the Navy. So I did over 20 years in the Navy. I was in the engine rooms almost all the time. I did my shore duty, of course, and turned wrenches on land. But I'm a huge engineering type. Well, because I was such a great engineer, I decided to become a civilian engineer when I retired from the Navy. So I went and hung out for about 4 weeks in Mobile, Alabama. I was going to New Orleans, and I was taking the exams. I got my chief engineer license in 1998, and I retired in January of 98. I got my chief engineer license in February of 98. And so I decided, okay, now I need to find out what I'm going to do with this new chief engineer license, because the license was large enough for me to either be a chief engineer on board a cruise liner if I wanted to, or an oil supply rig, uh, a oil supply boat. You know, it just depended on where I wanted to go and what I wanted to do. So I chose what was called a company called Auto Candies. And Auto Candies was leasing out some boats and some engineers and captains to a company called Trico. Well, what they were oil supply boats that went to oil rigs and supplied oil rigs with fuel, water, liquid mud, all different types of things. On our way back in, my very first voyage out to an oil rig, on our way back in, my boat was hit by an Edison Swiss boat and immediately sunk. It was an 8-foot hole, approximately 8 foot wide, 12 foot long, put it down in the engineering compartment area in the hull, ruptured the hull, and it rolled to the starboard side and almost immediately sunk. Well, a crew of 7, only 4 of us survived it. It was myself, a captain, the first mate, and 1 able-bodied seaman. And the reason why the 4 of us survived it is because of my naval experience in getting us off of that boat before it sunk right out from underneath us. What does starboard mean? It means the right side of the boat. The left side of the boat, as you're looking from aft to the bow, the left side your port, the right side your starboard. Anyway, so while we were in the water, we were now wondering, okay, how are we going to get rescued? Now, we are in the Gulf of Mexico, so we are kind of surrounded by land. We were 125 miles out. But what's the next thought that's in your brain when you're floating around in the water like that, treading water, is sharks. Sharks. Well, believe it or not, the boat that hit us is the boat that saved the 4 of us and rescued us out of the water about an hour and a half after we ended up in the water. It was quite a night. Quite a night.
And the only reason that ship didn't sink was what, Chief?
Is because they were what's called a keel-cooled boat, which has a double hull. It has an exterior hull, then it has an interior hull, and in between those areas, you have tubes that run fore and aft, and they are cooling tubes for the equipment. It's a keel cooled type setup is what they call it. And we didn't. We had just one solid hull on ours. And it was quite a difference because the Edison Swiss boat that hit us was 264 feet long, or excuse me, 364 feet long. And our boat was 152 foot long. So you can see the difference in the size. It was like a Mack truck hitting a Volkswagen. And you knew it too when it hit, because it hit aft and it actually, their bow went up on our fantail. Believe it or not.
Okay, so military acumen. Bow, the front of the ship. Aft, the back of the ship. Port, the left side. The way you can remember port from starboard is port is 4 letters. There's 4 letters in left. Starboard is an odd number of letters. Right is an odd number of letters. It's a really good way to remember it. When you're talking about the decks, there's multiple decks on a ship. When you're talking the skin of the ship, you're talking about the hull. The hull is the outer edge of the ship. It's the thing that covers your keel. Let's see, what else am I missing, Chief?
You about nailed it there. You about nailed it.
The mast stands for 2 things. It's the thing on the top of the ship, but it's also where you go to if you smart ass to the captain. Right?
That's right.
Morning, Eunice. Good morning.
Good back.
That was quick.
Yeah, it took like a minute or two just to get the computer warmed up to come on.
I just finished telling that story of how I almost drowned out in the Gulf of Mexico back in '98.
Yeah, something. And if you've never been, for those of us who have been like even in a swim call out in deep water, when you get away from your ship, even when you can see it, it's still an unnerving feeling to be in deep water and not know what's there, let alone being in an area where you know your ship just went down and you're there treading water. Treading water for a few minutes is okay, but after an hour, you're pretty wiped out.
You are totally white.
I couldn't imagine the feeling. I mean, we had to tread water for training for what, like 15 minutes or something like that to pass qual. I can't imagine doing it for an hour and a half. Like it's like,
Well,
you know,
I'm really good at laying on my back. Yeah, at treading water by laying on my back like I'm in a bed almost. But here's the problem. It was 10 to 15 foot seas that day.
Yeah, so the water's
Yeah.
I enjoyed when we went out to sea and would have a swim fest, so to speak.
yeah,
We'd,
swim call.
throw the nets over the side of the ship to climb up and down off the ship.
Yeah.
There'd be a couple snipers up on the ship, and they'd throw some buoys out saying we couldn't go past that part, and we'd go out there and swim.
That
Yeah.
was my role on ship, Keith.
Use a sniper.
I was on top of the ship with the M14.
Yeah, and they
Yep.
did that for sharks and stuff.
Yep.
Right. I was the SARS swimmer in the motor whale boat. I did
That
the
was-
motor whale boat.
I only
thing.
got to do that twice. but
Along
it
with
was fun.
YouTube, me was a SAR swimmer too.
Yeah, you had to be in the motor whale boat, and you're right there. You're waiting on a shark to show.
What was really cool about it, you was out in like the middle of the ocean, like you said, you don't know where the bottom is, and you just more or less swimming with the fishies, unless they get too close.
And what was cool was the Caribbean, because the water was so beautiful and clear and blue. It was like and if you ever swam in the waters over in the Gulf, the Persian Gulf, it was the same way. It was beautiful, beautiful water. Beautiful, clear
to-
water.
Sea snakes.
Huh?
You just had to worry about sea snakes in the Gulf.
Yeah.
Them rotten buggers are vicious little creatures.
Yeah. But they don't usually mess with humans. They're not an aggressive after humans, I don't think. I'll tell you, I was more worried about getting my leg bit off by a shark the night I was swimming around.
Baby shark. Do, 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 do.
Well, you hear these stories of these sailors in World War II where the ship was sunk out from underneath them, and 3/4 of the sailors lost their lives, not from that, but from sharks eating them. And that's the only thing I could think of when I hit the dang water. Sharks! Oh, shit.
Oh, Jaws didn't help that situation out either.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun,
I
dun.
still can't watch the
He told.
Titanic.
What was that? The Lexington or the Yorktown?
USS Indianapolis.
Yeah.
But there was another one too, right?
I remember
Was it-
the Indianapolis.
Wasn't the Yorktown the one that was sunk in World War II where they lost like 280 of the 316 sailors?
Yeah.
Was it the Yorktown? I'm trying to remember. Yeah, I'm trying to because there have been a couple stories of, because the only reason I remember, and I can't remember which one it is, the only time you're authorized to wear an earring in the military is if you survived a sinking of a ship.
I never knew that.
I never knew it.
The only time you're authorized to wear an earring.
Was it a ship earring?
It's yeah, you get it. It's basically like a diamond stud, and it indicates that you were a survivor of a sunk ship.
I took my earring out and wore a toothpick.
To clean your nails and then put back in your mouth?
No, I'd put it in my my pierced ear.
He'd put it in his ear hole.
Yeah, my ear hole.
Oh, the kids were doing that weird crap where they stretched their ears.
So hey, Mike, I do saltwater aquariums. I'll send you some photos. Email me and I'll send you some photos of my saltwater aquarium. Mantis shrimps are amazing, but have a fail safe, because if they pop that glass, there is nothing you can do for your living room.
Except run like hell, right?
Well, I mean, they can shatter an
You
aquarium glass like snot. They
have to call Serve Pro.
They
Serve
find
Pro
that
gonna
so
clean it
fast.
all up.
A mantis shrimp will actually break the sound barrier with the snap of its front claw, and it heats up to an ungodly temperature, and that's what injures and stuns and kills its prey. They're amazing and they're gorgeous, but they're potentially hazardous to a fish tank.
So you better have like a super thick fish tank or something.
Well, I have a 300-gallon saltwater aquarium, so I wouldn't put one into mine, because 300 gallons in my house would be about a half inch of water.
You can go scuba diving in that.
I'm not that short, Chief, let alone the water displacement that I would yield.
John says he has 2 tanks, one 180 and one 225.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I used to have 3 and my wife made me get rid of 2.
I was thinking about turning my swimming pool into the salt type swimming pool, not salt water, but where instead of using chemicals to keep your water nice and clear, it does the salt thing.
Yeah,
Like a salt filtration type.
water softener.
Yeah, it's like a water softener, I believe, because, well, I have one for the house, so why couldn't I run it through the same one?
You absolutely can. You can also use, if you use RO water, reverse osmosis.
Yeah, I have one of those under my sink.
Yeah,
a
you
little
can
one.
also run one of those. You can get large ones that have like a 3-stage filter, not the 3 filter that you have under your sink, like a high RO output for your home. And you can actually run like your internal stuff. You don't want to do it to your cold water, but if you're going to do it like through your water softener and stuff like that, it will also, if you pre-stage it in front of your hot water heater, it'll prevent like calcium and lime buildup if you live in an area like Texas. It's a short upfront cost, but it'll save you lots of money in the long term. And my Carrera, it can do more than break your finger. It can actually liquefy the bone if it hits the bone in your finger. And it can also cause 2nd and 3rd degree burns in the point of impact. So mantis shrimps are no joke. You do not want to be hand feeding that bugger.
Morning, Bud Files.
Good morning, Bud Files.
I remember we always used to have problems with the water filtration system. Every once in a while, they'd be saying, "No showers today, guys," because the water filtration system. Eventually, we got it fixed, but there was a couple months there when we were out at sea that our water filtration system was messed up,
Or
it didn't work properly.
Or they weren't making enough water.
That's usually.
Well, that's what it was. It wasn't working up to its potential.
Yeah, because that
there
was
was a few days where days where they said no showers, guy, minimal water usage.
Yeah, that was my job, my division's job, to make sure that fresh water was being made from salt water and properly being distributed throughout the ship.
Yeah, and they just it's just
What used to get me mad is if we were having some water issues with making water with the evaporators. You go up to the galley and they got a garden hose up there, and they're washing everything down with a garden hose, just using all the water. And I'd have to go in the galley and say, "Cook, Chief, come here and talk to me. What are you doing using all this damn water? I told you we're having problems with the evaporator system." Oh, well,
gotta clean it.
Hey, Chief, you want to hear something horrible? That's when you go to secure, you do the red tags.
Yeah.
Right. When you go to secure the chill water system, but you put the tag on the CHT system and it backfills the weapons berthing.
Oh.
Yeah. New engineer on our ship. 8 inches of CHT water in our berthing.
Well, see, that's the whole technicians. That's their job.
Yeah, just totally is like,
until the crap gets to the engine room, and then it's my job to handle it from that point on.
I think we had that problem once where our berther had like an inch or two of water in it.
Morning, Treasure Woman.
Well, this wasn't just water there, Keith.
What?
This isn't just water.
No, I'm saying literally our berthing unit had like an inch or two because we jumped out of the bunks one morning. Everybody was freaking out because there was water all over.
Was it the poop water?
Yeah, that's what the CHT system
Yes.
is.
See, they wouldn't.
CHT is your poop, man.
No, ours wasn't poop. It was clear water. It was fresh.
They
For some
dumped,
reason, it was just there.
they dumped the entire CHT tank into our berthing by accident.
What's CHT stand for?
Shit water.
Yeah. Shit water. Exactly.
The one thing I do miss about the Navy is when you're on the ships taking a shower. Some people call it crazy, but I like the fact that you had to hold the button to make the water come out. Not the fact you only had one hand. It was so efficient. You didn't waste water.
Yeah.
I did like that fact.
Keith still does that.
I still shut the water off sometimes.
I do too.
Teacup showers.
Oh,
The difference is I don't have to hold the button.
Is
But
that terrible?
I'll shut the water off, lather up, and then turn it back on.
Yeah, he'll turn it off, then turn it back on.
My wife thinks I'm a damn nut. I do the same thing. She's like, "Why do you do that?"
I don't do it all the time. It's just, I guess you could say, you know,
Old habits.
old habits you learned in the Navy die hard. Look at my hair. It's still the same. I had my rebellious moments after the service where I had longer hair, but most of the time I've been short haired like this.
All right, folks, I'm getting called in. I gotta go.
Bye.
Conversation.
Bye.
Thanks for staying,
Good luck.
Frosty.
See you later, Frosty. Thanks
Yeah.
for coming in and hanging out with us.
Oh,
Morning,
Paula just got here. Hi, Paula.
Hey.
I only have
You've been here. Morning,
7
Miss Paula.
hairs, so they don't like to grow long. I don't like to grow my 7 hairs long.
Am I the only one with an avatar?
Yeah.
Yes.
No.
No, everybody else has the white avatars.
I
If
know. I
Angel
thought it
turned
was
the
just
camera off,
me.
we
I'm
would
like,
have an avatar.
I got
what's going
mine.
on?
Mine's up
No, you
there.
don't.
Huh?
No, you don't.
It's showing on my end
Well, maybe you
Not
got to turn
showing.
it off and turn it back on,
here.
like Angel just did. Hers almost didn't show.
Here, I'll-
Yeah, you guys are all white with just a little person thingy in the middle.
Yeah.
It's it must be a StreamYard thing because I'm showing yours and Paula's and mine. I don't see Chief or Eunice. I don't see theirs is white.
Yeah, if
Yeah,
you look at
Mine
the
on
Mine
the
is white
YouTube
because
side.
I don't know anything about setting up StreamYard yet.
On YouTube side, me and Angel are the only ones showing anything.
Yeah.
In my perspective on StreamYard, everyone's white except for Paula.
I'm trying to
Yeah.
change mine right now, and it won't change.
yeah, they don't have no pictures.
Well, put yours
All right,
up.
folks.
You'll see
Well, hey,
what-
you all have a great day.
Thanks,
Okay, you too.
Frosty.
There's
Have a
now
good one,
Chief's
buddy.
up there.
Thanks,
How's
Rob.
it? How's that? That
Yep.
better?
Yeah. Chief's a quarter now.
Try yours.
I'm a turd.
We'll see if it comes through on the YouTube part.
See?
Hi,
Yeah.
Renee.
Chief and his porn stash going.
Ah,
He's trying to act like Tom Selleck there, man.
Yeah.
like
Tom
Long
Selleck
John
up there.
Silver.
Long John Silver. Is that what you
That's your porn name.
Oh. Well, I'm going to have to shave it off now. Y'all are giving me.
Why, Chief? You're young and vigorous now.
My wife even looked at me the other day and said, "Why did you grow your mustache back?" And I said,
Bring
"I
it back to
like it."
70s.
She says,
You're
"I liked
bringing
it.
back
I
the
liked it
back."
when it was brown. I don't like it when it's white."
Well, diet.
Get some of that hair color for men and just like,
Yeah, you know the one, the stuff they call just for men.
Yeah, just for men.
yeah, just for men.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just make sure you don't get it on your skin because I saw a skit of a someone whose wife dyed his beard and it turned out really, really dark, and then he just shaved it off and his skin was still really, really dark.
Oh,
Stained his skin.
well, back in the day, they used to use shoe polish, didn't they?
Probably.
Just use a little shoe polish.
Little shoe
Little shoe polish.
Little shoe polish.
They still use shoe polish at car lots, man, when they sell you stuff. Yeah, they'll around your window rims and stuff.
Yeah.
Touch them when you buy a used car, because I guarantee you there's shoe polish on them things.
They,
Yeah.
they want your rubber
'Cause if you roll your
seals
window
to
down
look
and it's raining out or
still
something,
look good.
Yeah.
dirt to get on it. Yeah, anything black, they'll shoe polish that thing.
And don't touch it because you'll get that shoe polish on and you'll be like, where did all this come from?
Yeah. I mostly buy new cars because I can't afford to learn how to do maintenance. I don't know how to do maintenance.
Can't
on
afford to
cars.
break down.
Yeah, I don't know how to do maintenance on cars, so I just buy new ones.
Well, lucky for you,
It's not lucky for
they
me.
have
because
this
if I knew how to do
thing.
maintenance, I'd be
They
able to buy
have these
used cars.
people who are called mechanics.
I know.
Lucky for you.
Unless
know
it's
how
a
to
crooked
do it,
mechanic.
I know.
No,
how to do
I've
it.
over the years I've learned buying used cars and new cars. For me, it's the same because I don't know how to work on cars. And the maintenance ends up sometimes being more than it would have cost me to buy a new car.
I wish I didn't know how to work on them.
I wish I did. I wish I would
I
have.
was like you. I didn't know how.
I know how to do simple things like, well, maybe not no more with an alternator, but a battery and,
Yeah, but after your 100th telephone call from the family that says, "Hey, I got this problem going on. Hey, I got this problem going on." I'm like, "Oh God, I wish I didn't know nothing about cars."
Tell
you
them.
charge them.
Tell them
They'll stop calling if you charge them.
Tell them your mechanic brain has Alzheimer's.
Yeah, I forget.
Yeah, Venture's like, just call me. I've already called Venture once to fix my lawnmower. He did a good job too.
He did. He fixed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he fixed it. Yeah, he did a good job. I think I gave him enough money. I don't know. He'll tell you. He'll say Keith's a cheapskate or Keith did okay. One of the two. Maybe he'll tell you. I don't know if I paid enough or not. I just thought it was fair.
Well, I got.
Well, if you thought it was fair, then you didn't pay enough.
Right.
I don't know. Ask him if it was fair. Save you from getting a new one. Yeah, he did save me from getting a new one. It was a lot cheaper. I was going to buy a new one.
All right, I got to go make sure Mom's
See?
out of bed.
There you go. I wasn't too cheap. Venture
Have
says
a
I
good
did
day, Chief. Love you.
Love you, Chief.
Love
See you,
guys.
Chief. Have a good one, my friend.
See you tomorrow. Big
No,
prayers.
it did.
Big prayers for Ida today. Big,
That's
Yeah,
right.
positive vibes to Ida.
that's right. Positive vibes. To Ida.
Very positive.
Well, she's probably already swallowed the horse pill by now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what mechanics charge. I just, I remember when I was going to mechanics, they were expensive. So, set me back 2 years in the stack, that car did.
Yep.
But it is what it is.
That's
So
what the stack's for. That's what
How
the
are you
stack's for.
doing, Paula?
I'm doing good. Thanks for asking, Keith. Are you feeling okay?
Uh-oh.
Actually,
He does have a little bit of a
last night I was
fever.
feeling like crap.
Oh, see, I
laid
knew
down.
something.
I ended up taking a cough drop and putting Vicks on me. I laid down. All of a sudden, my chest started hurting. I couldn't breathe. I just wore out.
Oh, you sounds like you might have got a little bug.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. It was a little
Drink
bug.
lots of water.
I did.
Keep drinking water.
Like
I drank some water. I
silver.
put some Vicks on me. She took all the cough medicine, so I ended up with a cough drop.
Yeah, I drank all the cough medicine the night before.
Uh-oh.
I took some kind of cough pill, a NyQuil gel tablet or something. That probably put it there.
Yeah.
Couldn't take the non-drowsy thing. That would have kept me awake. And then, I laid there for about an hour, and then I started feeling bad. And then I got up for about 15, 20 minutes. And then I did all that, the Vicks, the cough drop, the
Inhaler.
inhaler, and everything. And then I laid back down. I was asleep in 15 minutes.
Good.
And I think I don't normally sleep on my back, but I think I was on my back all night because I woke up and I was on my back still.
I fall asleep on my side or on my stomach, and I inevitably wake up on my back every morning.
I fall asleep on my side and end up twisting 3 or 4 times in the night, but I don't think I moved
Well,
at all last night.
Angel and I have the little foot thing that we just go on.
Yeah, we shake ourselves to our back.
Shake ourselves to sleep.
Yeah, it's that foot. It kind of you're going like this, shaking your foot. And
Yeah.
all of a sudden you're on your back. Oh, you're on your back.
Yeah, Ida could have like
True,
jumped
I
in
did.
between us because
Shitting myself.
me and Paula are cliffhangers. We like lay like off the side of the bed with the.
It
foot
is
hanging out.
true.
Shake
We slept on Ida has this huge, super comfortable, nice bed
You
in our
guys
spare
slept
room.
together?
Yeah, we
but
did.
We
Ha-ha.
were both on the edge, shaking.
So we were
our
on the
foot.
opposite sides of the bed. We both slept on completely
I don't
opposite
know. I
sides. We
wasn't
didn't
there. I
spoon
just
at
heard-
all.
I don't know if he was on opposite sides of beds. All I heard was you slept together.
We did sleep together, and there was no spooning at all.
No.
I'm just a little
You
disappointed.
say so.
It was a vibrating bed because.
Oh, stop it!
were
You're not
shaking it.
supposed to tell him that.
Paula's on one side vibrating. I'm on the other side vibrating.
Humble Klein, Britt Liberty
Together in
is
a
on sale
vibrating
today
bed.
at.
I don't know where this conversation's going, people. Is this a PG channel or what?
Right.
Changing.
Joe, from the U.S. Mint or from the Royal Mint? 'Cause I only signed up for a reminder from the Royal Mint. I am not getting the U.S. one, and I don't even know if I'm going to get that one.
What are you trying to get?
Yes,
Paula?
which one? Yes, which one? U.S. Mint. Okay, yeah. Well, that'll be interesting to watch to find out. I mean, if they're only doing pre-sales, so it'll be interesting to find out if they sell out, or if it will even show. Because sometimes when they do the pre-sales, it won't even show for if they do sell out, because they wait for people's cards to cancel, and so there's a lot of problems with those pre-sales.
Now I
People-
noticed. Go ahead.
Well,
I'm
people
sorry.
get them, and then so they're not shipping until May. That's when they're shipping them, but they're doing the pre-sales, I guess, today. And the problem with that is that a lot of people's credit cards will expire before May, and they don't think about it. So when the Mint goes to ship them, that's when they actually take the money out and charge it, and their cards won't be any good. So, and people forget about it.
Yeah.
So
The
there's
Mint-
going to be
The
there's
men
a lot
are
of
good at marketing. They built up a lot of hype around the 2021 Morgans and Peace Dollar. And then they continued with a little bit more hype on the 22. And now it seems all the hype
23.
building up is falling back.
Well, Keith, here's the thing. So
They're
that
good at hyping
legislation, I remember that legislation that they were passing around, like they were trying to get signatures to even get that legislation started for the 2021 Morgans, and
Yeah.
that was back in like 2017, 2018.
Oh, yeah,
when
that was a long
first
time ago.
So it took them so there was a few years before they even decided that they were going to do it. And then when they did it, it was this big, huge deal. And then they decided to continue it, and they wrecked it. It should have
exactly
only
what they
been the
did.
2021. It should have only been the 2021.
They market
Period.
things, and they're great at marketing first-time things. But then they, like you said, they wreck it
Yeah.
and continue it on. And then people don't get value for their money in the future years. It's just like, remember how they put a limit on the Proof Silver Eagles
Mm-hmm.
right around that time, right? They produced just as many as they always do.
Right.
And they hiked the price up, limited them, and people just didn't get the value. I've noticed that the U.S. Mint, a lot of times, if it's average stuff, it takes 10 or more years for your value to return back to you from their prices. You know, like if you pay $50 for something, you can expect to be able to sell it for $50 in 10 years. That's just too long. Just the way they
Yeah,
price.
I'm not sure why, and I'm not sure why they're doing the pre-sales on these. The only thing I can think of is that maybe that's when maybe that's when the Royal Mint is releasing theirs, so they want to release them at the same time. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that.
Invisible River Ranch says the Mint has been doing that for over 200 years. It's what the Mint does. The difference is now with all the technology, the Mint has honed in on this AI, and they've really been able to hype it up and just.
I do like the waiting room. I do really like the waiting room that they implemented. I like that. It avoids all of that, server problems and server issues. I really like that.
refresh.
Yes, and then you get the bad gateway and all that other crap. So you avoid all that. I do like the waiting room. But yeah, this pre-sale stuff has got to go. And I'm not sure that this is even so popular that it needed to even be done. I really think what happened is that they had nothing else to release during this time. So they're like, let's just throw this in.
Well, they're going to do, the U.S. Mint's going to do what they got to do to make money. There's no doubt about it.
Oh, well, they are a business. They
I
have
wish-
people, employees they got to pay and everything else. So
I wish they'd be given not necessarily a lower price, but a little bit better value for the money. And when I say a value for the money, some of these mintages they put out on this stuff makes it to where the coin will almost never be worth it. They do have a few hitters. I mean, there's no doubt about it where they got hitters where they just go off the wall, like the 2019 S Reverse Proof Silver Eagle.
Well,
was
and
just
Keith, I'll
great.
tell you what, the last couple years, the clad proofs and the clad mint sets have been really low mintage. Now we're not going to see them do anything right now. That you won't see a benefit from that for years, but eventually down the road, it's going to be like the 2012 sets that were such low mintage. You
Well,
know,
the 2020s on is where they've started reducing the mintages on, and I don't think it's so much they reduced the mintage on them. I think
people just stop buying them.
Yeah, people just stop buying them.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. So the mintages, because they quit producing them after, you know, like halfway through the next year, and so that's when the mintage is set on them. And
the problem with that is simple. You don't know when the mint's going to have low mintages until after the year's over.
Right. But
you don't know which ones to buy.
If from 2020 on, if you know on has proved anything the last couple of years, then that these sets are becoming less popular, and so the mintages are going down. Now down the road, we could, because we've seen them spike and go down and spike and go down as far as interest in the mint and proof sets. Like if there is a certain coin that becomes a conditional rarity, let's say, people will be buying up those mint sets for that year, because that's where you get the higher condition coins.
What I'm concerned about with the U.S. Mint, aka proof sets and mint sets, is what happens if later down the road we have a 1999 fiasco where you get this one set that just skyrockets. It's really phenomenal, and it goes way up, and all these people buy it at that $600 a set, and the 99 silver set did get that high, and then all of a sudden now you can pick it up for $70, $80, $90.
Yeah,
I mean, that's I think there's a point when it comes to a proof set or a mint set. There's a point where you buy and there's a point when you sell, but if it peaks, don't hold it. You got to feel where, you got to understand where the peak is or close to the peak and get rid of it. And if you didn't get the peak, don't worry about it, because the odds are it's probably with a proof set or mint set, even low mintage, I think they're going to always settle back from a peak point.
Well, that's pretty much based on interest. I mean, that's the huge draw for those, is where the interest is at.
The interest is not on a proof set.
Supply and demand.
It's not strong enough to keep one of them up around that $500 range. It's just not there. Even the 12 has eased back slightly, and it's what, $200 if that now.
It's not. It depends on who you buy it from, right? I mean, and so sometimes you can get really good deals, but it's been pretty steady. Everything's gone down, right? Just about everything has gone down, just because of the way the economy is. But it's been pretty steady, that set.
Now is the time to be buying numismatics.
Yes.
The market has recessed significantly. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah. And I hear that the coin market's pretty good right now. I mean,
we're doing better with coins than we are with
Yeah, better with collectibles.
I think that's a pretty standard consensus that numismatics is the way to go right now. People are scared, and I think when they get scared, the precious metals market gets affected by that. The numismatic market, not so much, but I don't know. I'm not like, I don't stack. So I'm not like really big into the precious metals. I buy, as far as that goes, like I buy strictly what I go, ooh, that's pretty. And I buy it.
There you go, right there. Ooh, that's pretty. I got to add that to my stuff.
That's my strategy right there. That's my strategy. Oh, that's pretty. I think other people might like it too. I'm going to buy that. But
what about you, Eunice?
I like the nice foreign stuff. I've gotten stuff from Perth Mint.
Yeah.
And I've picked up a couple of things from the Royal Mint.
Mm-hmm.
I like shiny stuff. So the one thing I got from the Perth Mint, and that got me way back when the the World Money Fair was in Boston. I saw the Marathon. Now I forgot the word. The Marathon coin that was concave.
Nice.
Oh, I fell in love with that. and I was trying to get a good price. I couldn't find a price, and then when the show ended, I went online. I still couldn't find it. Ended up going to the Perth Mint, and for the first sale from them, they FedExed it priority for a penny.
Wow.
Nice. Very good.
Yes, but that was only for the first one. Ever since then, it's an arm and a leg. But I was so
Yeah.
happy with that coin.
You say
That's
you like
awesome.
shinies, right? Well, numismatically, I know of 3 coins that are shiny, so to speak, that I think are undervalued, and you can get them at a uncirculated condition. They're semi-key and they're inexpensive. One of them is the first one's not a precious metal. It's the 50D nickel. You can get a very nice specimen for low cost.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can go to the 50S Roosevelt dime,
Mm.
which is silver. Very nice, low cost. And it's a key date, is it not, Paula?
Yeah.
For the silver. And then the cheapest of all is the 1955 Franklin silver half. Very inexpensive, very nice, a very undervalued set.
But they're not shiny.
They can be.
Halves are.
Yeah.
It
They
can
can be
be.
shiny.
Yeah.
They are shiny and they're decent size. Those are 3 coins you can buy inexpensively, hold them for the long term, and you're going to make money.
Okay. I have to go. I've got a phone call calling in, and I have to check what it is.
Have a great
Yeah,
day,
you're
Eunice.
welcome.
I'm gonna. I got a customer.
Thanks, Eunice. Have a good day. Yeah, I think I'm
Customer
gonna go too,
customer.
man.
6 PDS sets yesterday. Oh, the quarters. Yeah, mine should be here today too. I got my P Mint bag of quarters, and then my other roll.
You got a pea bag?
P bag.
He's got the D bag.
He's got the T bag. The T bag.
The D bag. You got the P bag, and he's got the D bag.
Yeah, on those, I think what I'm going to end up probably doing on those, John Shank, is I'm probably going to end up just keeping the S Mint rolls, because really those are the only ones that are going to hold their value and have potential and increasing, because people need those S business strikes, and they don't realize it. If they're going to be filling books, they need them.
Yeah, John's talking to us from the shower because he said he was going to take a cold shower.
These girls were sleeping together.
Uh-oh.
No, I seen it up earlier when we were talking about the other thing. He's like, I want to go take a cold shower now.
I'll break out my 60 set. Nice.
All right, yeah. I need to get to work because I got to do a video for Saturday.
Okay, love you.
Love
See
you.
you tomorrow.
See everybody tomorrow over at
Bye.
Eunice says she got scammed. Scam phone call. All right. I appreciate you guys, and I will see you tomorrow in the AM over at Idas. So
I gotta do my trailer video.
love y'all. See you real soon.